Group technique is used to combine brainstorming with individual thought. So you have voting here. Voting is an important aspect of nominal group technique. 1 minute. So whenever I use the pen, I think it navigates to the next slide. Okay. Voting, right? So you have different ideas. Now what we do here as a group, you have 25 ideas, right? And you want to decide what is to be done. So you have to prioritize them, right? So you prioritize and then you vote, right? You allow people to vote. So majority, based on that, you can go ahead what to implement.
You ask them to vote on the
Yes,
two concepts.
on the not on two concepts, but on different ideas generated during the discussion. So suppose you have 25 ideas which the team has shared, which you had making a list of, right? So 25 ideas, what do? You ask them, okay, which one to implement now? So you need to prioritize, right? You need to prioritize. So you use voting for prioritization. Okay,
I'm writing. Yes.
right. Moving on. Idea generation, clarification, and reduction, right? So different phases we went through. First is brainstorming, and then we move towards, this one. Clarification and reduction, discussion, and finally selection. So you have many ideas. So you need to select one. So you have voting system to select the preferred idea. Hmm. Moving on, the affinity diagram. Oh, this is the beautiful one, right? Similar to that active listening. Hmm. A technique that allows large number of ideas to be classified into groups for review and analysis.
It's almost like mind mapping, but
Mind
FNME map.
mapping. Yes, exactly.
Uh-huh.
It's almost like a mind mapping. You're right. And use a software called Coggle,
Spell that.
Coggle, Coggle, Coggle to create beautiful mind maps. You just Google Coggle. You have to
Okay.
Google Coggle.
Yes.
So
Mm.
is there any tool which you use for creating mind maps?
Is
Is
there
there
a
any
tool?
tool which you use for creating mind maps? Since you mentioned mind maps, do
No,
you
I
use
just
mind
know of
maps?
I know of my maps, but I don't have a tool
Okay.
that I.
Okay. No worries. No worries. So you can use Coggle or you can use this in software called Jira. Jira. Jira.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Let's move on. Right. So what is an affinity diagram? So it's a conversion thinking tool used to organize and cluster ideas. Right? So you have a conversion thinking tool. You have different elements and then you want to converge what we are discussing, right? You want to group. So how do we create the affinity diagram? Okay, so suppose you want to run this webinar hmm, for differently able person. So how will you have the affinity diagram for the webinar?
Oh well, I would have to use alt text to give or run it through a screen reader to see if it will work.
Mhm. So what are the different packages? So this is basically what we do is you have various list of activities and you try to group them under some packages, right? And one package is like one set of group represented in the affinity map, right? Yes. Roxy, did you get this?
Yeah. Hold on. I just lost your screen. Uh-oh. Uh-uh. Where is it? Oh dear. Mm, I don't know what I did. Where is the slide? Where are you?
You can hear me? I think
I
you
can
can hear
hear
me.
you. I can hear you perfectly, but I lost I have this, it's somehow on closed captioning and I'm not.
So yeah, you can open the windows, toggle all the windows. I think you will get in one of the windows.
Okay.
Or you can go to Teams app and just click on Teams. Automatically it will pop up.
Yeah. Mm. Hmm. Oh, oh, oh. I think I found you. Okay, I found
Oh,
it.
nice. Okay, great.
Mm.
So affinity diagram, you have, different groups, and that is how you group, right? Okay.
Right.
So you can create one a similar map for your webinar or any of your project. Yes, not now, maybe later at least you can create when you get time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you need to do, group the
Go to
ideas.
Coggle, create a mind map, and
Right,
and then group ideas.
right. Okay. So you want, okay. You want me to help you on this or you can do it?
I have to try it, and then I might need some assistance.
Okay, no problem. So when you need assistance, you let me know,
I
right?
value and
So,
appreciate that so
yeah,
much.
right. So what you can do is you can create whatever draft you want and you can share it with me, and then I will review and update it if required, right?
Perfect.
Right. So purpose is organizing large number of ideas from brainstorming, group ideas based on natural relationships, commonly used in project management and contextual inquiry. Process, record ideas, group ideas, right? Then sort groups and create subgroups. Affinity diagram. Benefits, deep immersion. The process required in-depth understanding of data, cross-functional collaboration, tangible deliverables, and foundation for further analysis, right? Root cause analysis. Okay. Moving on, this technique follows from the brainstorming already discussed, idea generation that we have discussed. Next, we move to the next technique, which is called the fish bowl technique. What is it called? Fish bowl technique. What is a
Fishbowl
fish
technique.
bowl? Yes. What is a fish
The,
bowl?
a very giant bowl that fish swim in. But for this approach, it it has to be where you um well, if I'm reading on the screen, you have to ask for a leader or a representative, and you use this when you're at an impasse, and it requires that you need to make a decision, or you need to kind of um you need to make a decision on whatever that topic is.
Okay.
And there's representatives that are chosen to help through the decision-making process.
Right. So generally you will have two or three person at the center and remaining are on the circle or semicircle. You see this arrangement, right? So you will have two or three at the center and remaining are either on the circle or semicircle, right? So all the remaining guys are here and only these two are talking. And these two are the fishes. And this is the ball, right? So you have the two guys who are there at the center. They are the fishes. Okay.
Yes. Pardon me.
And
So sorry.
remaining are just observers, right? It's like a fish bowl. In a bowl, you have two fish. So what is the beauty of fish bowl? What is the beauty of fish bowl? What is the beauty of fish bowl? You can
Well,
see, you can see what is inside from outside.
okay, hold on. You can't see what is
You can see.
inside.
You you can see.
You can see what is inside than outside.
What is inside from outside? You can see what is inside from outside. So can you see a person's behavior accordingly? Can you evaluate a person? Right? Because generally we are different externally and internally could be different, right?
Yes.
So this is a good technique to reflect upon, right? External and internal. So these two guys are talking and remaining guys are the observers. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Setting a time limit, representatives, a whole group, there should be no communication between and remainder of the groups. Yes. So only these two guys will be talking, the two fishes at the center, and remaining are just observing. And then later, if you want, you can change those person in the group, right? It's two at a time, right? Remaining are observers. So yes, anyone who wishes to address the representatives will be given 1 minute to sit around the third central chair and state their position to the representatives. Yes. So this allows the facilitator allows the representative to work to consensus and will only intervene if rules are broken. Right? One consensus is reached, move on. So it's a different way of organizing the meeting. There's a fishbowl. Right. Let's move to the next topic, the undiscussables. Now tell me which are the undiscussables topic as a facilitator you may have.